Texas down here, being able to play at the Bert Ogden Arena. Just tell me the significance of, this event for not just the Valley, but, the program.
Well, first off, I want to thank everybody for being here. I think this is a huge event for our program, for our area. I have to give a lot of credit to Chris for doing this. Bringing UT down to the Valley speaks volumes of him as a person and a coach. When he could have very easily had a home game, he decided to bring his product down to the Valley. I don't know if it's ever been done before, so I'm ignorant to that. But Chris has always been a trendsetter, and I'm very thankful for his friendship and just the fact that he didn't have to do this, and that speaks volumes of his character as a person.
Yeah, I would say two things. Appreciate that, Fig. One, we're just proud to bring the University of Texas south. I think Texas, if I'm not mistaken, Scotty Mack will help me here, but I think it's the 117th year of Texas basketball. Is that right, Scotty Mack? Yeah, so in 117 years of the University of Texas basketball, it's my understanding this is the first time that we've come down to the Valley to play. So our vision as we build our program, just like Fig, we're early in our tenure here. It'll be our second season. But we have a vision. We'd like to take Texas basketball around our state. Being the flagship school, we want to play every year in Dallas. We've gotten that done. We want to play in Houston. We want to play in San Antonio. We want to come south. So this is a great opportunity for us to bring our brand, our program to the Valley. We're proud to do it. First time in 117 years. To be able to play in an NBA arena, to be able to play in a quality opponent, to be able to play in a doubleheader with Matt and these guys too, two quality Division I games. It just made sense. So first of it was a strategic move and a move we're really proud to do. And right back at you, Fig. We appreciate you guys working with us. We appreciate the idea to play this game. Secondly, and equally important, maybe in some ways, just for me personally, more important is the personal side of this game for me and many of the coaches on our staff. Fig and I have been friends in this business for a long time, and that's hard to do. It's hard to have friends in the business. We've competed against each other when Coach was in the Big 12 at Kansas State. I was at Texas Tech with Bob Knight. I've watched his head coaching career flourish. I'm so proud for him to be in our home state of Texas. The program he's going to build will speak for itself. So it's personal too with me and Coach's relationship. And also it's obviously personal with my relationship with Chase Conk. Chase gave me a chance to be a Division I coach at Little Rock when nobody else would. He bet on me long before anybody would. I don't know if you guys know the side story to that, but he was under extreme pressure, in my opinion. I don't want to speak for Chase, but from my opinion, I wasn't the popular hire. I was coaching Division II basketball. Chase had a lot of pressure there in Arkansas to maybe make a more sexier hire than my name to win the press conference. But Chase, had the courage to give me the job, knowing that I would be the right candidate. We were really proud to prove him right. So I don't have a better friend in athletics than Matt Figger or Chase Conk. So the game's personal for us as well. But to bring the University of Texas South to play in that part of the state where we have a lot of alumni, a lot of fans. I know our baseball team really enjoyed playing there last season. So we're excited, and I'm really appreciative of Coach Figger making this happen.
Alex.
Coach, thanks for taking the time with us today. Alex Sabario with Channel 5 here locally. You mentioned it briefly there. I thought you could elaborate there. How much did the success of the event last year of baseball being down here, and how much was that talked about in terms of like, hey, we should do more things down there in the Valley, considering the alumni base, et cetera, to try to make something like this happen?
Yeah, I think we already had the vision to do that. The first year we were able to play. Help me if I'm wrong here, Scotty Mack. I'm kind of locked in. I know this year we're going to be playing in Dallas. We're proud to come to the Valley. In future years, we're trying to get the brand to San Antonio and the Houston area. So it was always the plan. But certainly the baseball game and my confidence in Chase as a leader. And Fig said too, he was at the baseball game, I believe. It's just it was a great following. So absolutely that contributed to it because it gave us a lot of confidence that this would be a success.
Right.
Coach Beard, good afternoon. Ray Silva from South Texas Border Sports here in McAllen, Texas. I've got to ask you, being that the brand of the University of Texas is just so big everywhere, including here in the Rio Grande Valley, how much more does this help the brand just continue to build the growth to help out a fellow UT institution like Rio Grande Valley?
Yeah, all of the above. Certainly for us, it's our objective and kind of plan as we build the program here. Again, we're in the early stages, just like Matt is there, but we want to take the program to all our different fan base. We have a lot of alumni and great loyal Texas Longhorn fans in the Valley, so we're excited. 117 years of Texas basketball, first time we play there. Big time NBA facility, a great fan base, and then certainly with Fig and Chase and these guys basically kind of sponsoring the game, we have a lot of confidence in it. Our relationship with UT Rio Grande Valley is real. Absolutely. We pull for all the schools in the Texas system. It's real. That's the leadership here with our Board of Regents, Mr. Eltype and President Hartzell and CDC. We often talk about that. And then again, on a personal side, it's personal, with me and Fig. We've been following each other for a long time. I vividly remember a night in Panama City Beach years ago where we were talking about both being Division I head coaches one day and how we'd love to help each other. So this is just one example. Then as the Classic continues, certainly having those guys come to Austin and play in the historic Gregory Gym a couple of days later, I think it's just going to be a great week of basketball for both institutions in our home state of Texas.
Coach, basketball and the state of universities in the state, I think better than anybody, being at the places you've been. When you see that the brand of UTRGV grow from where it was as Pan American, especially considering they were, we weren't in a conference for a long time, having to play teams out of area all the time because no one wanted to come down here and play. What would you say as kind of an outsider, but someone that knows the game, especially in this state, of how the UTRGV brand has changed so much that this is even possible in 2022?
Yeah, I'll definitely let Matt follow up on this because I'm sure there's a big part of his decision to take the job. Many of the things that I'll mention here briefly. One, it's a basketball school. It's got great tradition. Some of the coaches that you've had down there, basically the Hall of Fame coaches, certainly in my lifetime, a lot of the coaches, including Coach Kruger, the job Lou Hill did there was amazing. But basketball in the Valleys happened a long time before me and Fig were probably coaching. Great tradition. I know personally, my years growing up and coaching, it's a job that I looked at a few times. I tried to get that head coaching job a couple times and couldn't get an interview. It's a fan base that everybody knows about down there. People come to games. People love basketball. There's a lot of passion for the school. It's a great community. It's one of the most beautiful parts of our state. So there's a lot going on at UT Rio Grande Valley. So now you take the tradition and now you have a special relationship between a head coach that knows what he's doing, knows how to build programs, passionate about being in that part of the state, loves the people there. I vividly remember talking to Matt the night before he accepted the job where I kind of heard about it. He might not remember this, but he kept talking about how excited he was to come down to that part of the state and be with the people there in the community. And he was very aware of the tradition as well. You combine Matt and you combine the tradition now, you have, in my opinion, one of the best athletic directors in athletics. We all know what Chase has done at Little Rock. We all know what he's building there quickly. I've got mine, Rally the Valley. It's impossible. You have one of the best athletic directors in the country. He will build your program quickly. So you got the combination of a great coach and a great athletic director with an already strong existing fan base. It's special, man. You guys hold on for the ride. It's going to happen fast. I'm not going to be an AD here and tell you Fig's about to win the league in year 2. But I will tell you it's a matter of when, not if. He'll get it done there. I know Matt doesn't shy away from that either. Fig?
So No, I'm sorry, Alex. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Vic.
Oh, sorry, coach. I was just going to ask what athletic directors do we need to put on blast for not interviewing you for the job a couple of years ago?
I don't know. These things are hard to get, right, Fig? I mean, we
They listen, Alex. 363 of these jobs, man.
Yeah.
There when Chase hired Chris, it was crazy. He was deserving, man. That dude paid his dues. Chris is great, man. He is a guy that we've been friends for so long. Here's the crazy thing. We never talk about basketball. Our days are busy. We don't talk about basketball, but the things he hit about being in the Valley, there's been a lot of great coaches here, like he said, Bob Hoffman, also in that mix. I mean, you put those guys in there. There's great tradition here. And this is the 5th largest metropolitan area in the state of Texas. So there are a lot of hook 'em horns down here. And I think it's ingenious on Chris's part, to be, the first of 117 years never playing in the greater Valley area, to bring the product down. It's going to pay dividends for the whole Texas athletic department on the back end, because people are finally getting to see their school that they love first and foremost in their area. And Chris has always been a trendsetter for doing things like that. I've never been able to really compliment him about the things, from that I watch from afar. Chris is one of the best in the business, and his forward thinking is paying dividends for the University of Texas. So we're excited to have him down here. I hope it's something, I won't put him on the spot. I hope it's something we can continue to do. But I'm very gracious that he's bringing his team to our Valley. He's going to find out coming down here. It's a great place. People are passionate. People are loyal. They're hardworking. They're caring, and they want to see not only UTRGV be successful, but there's also that the giant in the state is the University of Texas. So having both teams playing in one night is going to be a special night.
Fig, you've been so complimentary, man. Next time we go to Wana, will you pick up the tab?
I still think you owe me from Panama City.
Yeah, I owe you a lot from that trip.
No, guys, I'm telling you, man, this is what happens. And I'm seriously, Chris is doing us a big favor, guys, because you guys don't understand the connection of all of us were 20 years ago, we're all young, hungry guys sitting in Great American Shootout gyms together. And I'm not the only guy that's friends with Chris. I mean, there's a lot of guys that's coached at other schools here in the state that we all came up together, and I'm so happy for everybody, but especially for Chris being in the position he's in, and giving us the opportunities. It helps our program out tremendously.
All right. Anything else?
I would mention, guys, we're really proud to have these games, part of the Leon Black Classic. Last year we honored Abe Lemons, who has some history at y'all's spot too. And, with Leon Black, he's one of the best coaches that ever coached at the University of Texas. He played here. He coached here as assistant, as head coach. He helped integrate basketball here at the University of Texas. He did so many great things. We lost him recently, but I had a chance to spend some time with him when I got the job. His family is still here. So it's a big, big deal for us to put Coach Leon Black's name on this event. And then certainly when Fig and these guys come to Austin a few days later to play in the historic Gregory Gym, I think y'all are all going to enjoy following this game. It's a great venue. It's on campus. We'll have a great student turnout that night. We played it last year. We kind of call it the throwback game. We've done it wherever we've coached over the years. It's a huge success. So a lot of great stuff this week. It starts down there in the Valley. And then I think when we come to Austin, we'll have a good time playing basketball as well.
Yeah, they're for me, you know, I playing in Gregory Gym. I mean, that's historic. You know, I remember going in there in the spring, watching Mike Kunstad stuff when they had Tops in Texas there. So being able to play there, I think it just brings back an atmosphere, like Chris said, of a throwback. It'll be loud. It'll be, you know, hopefully we were competitive with those guys last year for a half. Hopefully we can put up a better fight in the second half against them, but it's just going to be a great deal, man. It's great for the Valley. I do think it's going to pay dividends for the University of Texas down the road, for the athletic department, coming down here to the Valley. It's a win-win for us, man. And I'm very thankful.
You know, as this game nears, if you guys have any kind of pieces on my relationship with Chase Conk, make sure you guys call me to validate everything. You know, there's two sides of the story. You know, you might ask Chase, you know, about the time we played at DePaul and he made the whole team bus back, 15-hour bus ride, and he got in first class flight with his beautiful wife. You might ask him about kind of where we were at in our budget back in those days too. So there's a lot of side stories. Just make sure you guys got the facts when Chase starts talking about our time at Little Rock together.
Awesome. Well, Coach Figger, Coach Beard, thank you so much for the time today.
Appreciate everybody. Love you, Fig.
Love you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.